They say curiosity kills the cat, but in my case, it nearly cost me my sanity. My story begins not with a ghostly whisper or a slammed door, but with the subtle click of a shutter from a camera that should have been silent for decades. It was during one of my urban exploration jaunts that I stumbled upon it. The old Blackwood Manor had been abandoned for half a century, a skeletal giant groaning under the weight of its own decay. Inside a dusty, cobweb-draped study, I found a vintage Argus C3 camera, surprisingly intact. A thrill shot through me. It was a relic, a time capsule I couldn't resist. Taking it home, I was delighted to find a roll of film still inside. The thought of seeing a slice of life from the 1950s was too good to pass up. That evening, I converted my bathroom into a makeshift darkroom. The first few images slowly materialized in the developing tray, just as I expected. There was a shot of the manor's grand staircase, another of a sun-drenched, overgrown garden, and a picture of the very study where I found the camera. They were mundane, yet eerie in their stillness, capturing moments frozen in time long before my birth. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, and I felt a pang of disappointment. Then the fourth photo emerged. It was the same grand staircase, but this time, something was different. In the deep shadows at the top, a tall, indistinct silhouette stood motionless. I squinted, thinking it was a trick of the light, a flaw in the old film. But the next picture, a repeat of the garden, showed the same shadowy figure lurking behind a gnarled oak tree. With each subsequent photo, it appeared again, always in the background, but inching progressively closer to the lens. My heart began to pound in my chest, a cold dread seeping into my bones. The figure had no features, just a void in the shape of a person. My hands trembled as I slid the final negative into the enlarger. The image that slowly came into focus wasn't of the Blackwood Manor. The blood drained from my face and a choked gasp escaped my lips. It was a picture of my own bedroom. And there I was, fast asleep in my bed. The photo had been taken just last night from the darkest corner of the room. And standing right beside me, leaning over as if to whisper in my ear, was the shadowy figure. I don't know who or what that thing is, or how it followed me from that abandoned place. But every time I close my eyes, I see that final impossible photograph. I haven't slept in my room since because I know that somewhere in the darkness it's still watching, waiting. And I fear that one day, I'll hear the click of a shutter and it won't be from a camera I can see,